Let me say, first of all, to the Dominican public, and in particular to the constituents of Plaine, Delis, and Dominica, that back in December of 2014, the people of the Plaine constituency, including Delis and Dominica, gave to me a mandate to represent them at the highest level. And I take this responsibility with all seriousness, knowing full well that the people, the voters of Dominica, depend on their elected representatives to, in a responsible manner, provide for the needs of the constituency. As parliamentary representative for Plaine, I have sought to address the needs of my constituents, be it support for the young people in the area of sports or community development, in education, elderly care, housing, and in this post-ERICA era, ensuring that we create access for the people of Delis and Dominica. Of course, one must recognize as fact that the government of Dominica has had to deal with a number of issues following the passage of Tropical Storm Erika. And the issue of access to our towns and villages was uppermost on the list of priorities of this administration. To my mind, the government has done an excellent job in addressing the issue of access. By all respects, it is common knowledge that the topography in Dominica is most challenging. In fact, back in 1966-67, when the Dominica Bridge was constructed or was being constructed, those of you who are old enough will recall the loss of 5 lives at that self-same spot. So Dominica has a history. In fact, to my mind, I believe it is the most challenging area for bridge construction in Dominica. I want to say to my constituents that whatever we do as leaders, as government, that we must be guided by professional advice. And we have depended on the advice coming from the professionals within the Ministry of Public Works and further afield. And the advice, as you would have heard the Chief Technical Officer allude to, the advice coming to us is that the Petite-Savanne Road, which has been an option that has been put forward by a number of my constituents. In fact, while we are here at this press conference, there are individuals who are around the city of Roseau with petitions and on radio programs, postulating the view that we should open up access through Petite-Savanne to allow my constituents to access the other sections of the country. But the professional advice that has been given to us, and you heard it this morning, is that because of the unstable nature of the Petite-Savanne belt, the Petite-Savanne area, it has been deemed unsafe for vehicular traffic in the short and medium term. So that has left us with one option, and that is to create access for the people of Delis and Dominica through the Dominica Gorge. In the early days following Tropical Storm Erika, we sought to create access through an old road that was used during the bridge construction. We created a bypass. It was our view at the time that it may have been possible to provide vehicular access. But then the professional advice given to us was that because of the steepness of the area that was not possible or is not possible. Consequently, the Ministry of Public Works has done another evaluation of the area, and you would have heard the good news coming from the Chief Technical Officer is that an alternate location has been identified, and commencing this week we will see works on the erection of a bridge that will allow the people of Dominica and Dalis to access Plaine and onto Roseau and other parts of the island. I want to conclude by saying here that as parliamentary representative, as government, the issue of the safety and security of every Dominican, including the people of Dominica and Dalis, is paramount. And we will not take any decision that will jeopardize the safety and security of the people of Dominica, that including Dalis and Dominica. And therefore, we will follow religiously the advice given to us by the professionals. And in this vein, we will proceed to create access through the Dominica Gorge to allow the people, my people of Dalis and Dominica, to go about their lives as every other Dominican does. However, we must be cognizant of the fact that it is a challenge, but I gave this firm undertaking to the residents of Dalis and Dominica, and I have the support of the Honourable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, the Acting Prime Minister Mr. Blackmore, and the Cabinet of the Commonwealth of Dominica, that we will do all that is possible and within our power to create access within the shortest possible time frame. Thank you.